The Planet Man. The Planet Man. This is the fascinating story of Dantro The Planet Man, troubleshooter for the League of Planets organization, the law enforcement body for peace and justice in the celestial world, whose headquarters and center of operations are situated on the capital of all the planets, Planteria Rex. From Mercury to Pluto, wherever danger threatens the universe, you will find Dantro the Planet Man fighting for fair play. In a moment, The Planet Man. You will remember we left Billy and Jane marooned by space pirates on the same asteroid from which Dantro and Pat had been saved by Rox the prospector. Unaware of Billy and Jane's plight and thinking them still the prisoners of Blackie and Slick aboard the Planeteer, Dantro and Pat are speeding towards Saturn, where the League patrol was closing in. Meanwhile, Billy and Jane are still exploring the bright side of the asteroid in search for Pat and Dantro.
I can't understand it, Jane. They just don't seem to be here.
Do you think we'd see them
Do you mean if they were dead?
I didn't want to say it.
Well, I've had a feeling all along that they'd be all right. I'm sure they are.
But where could they have gone?
Someone must have spotted them and landed. Maybe the League Patrol.
But how would they find them here in this asteroid without even knowing where to look? We knew they were here, but without Slick's help, we probably would never have found the right one.
That's what puzzles me. I'm sure their spacesuit contactors weren't powerful enough to send a call out into space.
What's that shiny thing over there?
What?
Don't you see it? There.
Looks like a big piece of glass or something. What's the difference?
Oh, nothing. I just thought maybe it was a signal or something.
A signal? What kind of a signal can it be?
I don't know.
Well, come on. Let's get over there and take a look. There's nothing else we can do.
Hello, League Patrol Ship Sagittarius. Come in.
Sagittarius reporting. Planeteer spotted by patrol ship Comet in orbit around Saturn between inner and outer rings. What are our orders?
Is Planeteer aware that patrol ship is present?
No. Comet is sitting out of range of detectors.
Very well. If at all possible, give orders to all patrol ships to stay unobserved. Have them close in beyond extreme range of detectors and await our arrival. We should be there in 3 hours.
Yes, sir. What shall we do if Planeteer resumes flight?
Stay on its trail, but remain unobserved. Don't attack in any case.
Very well. Orders received. We'll relay immediately to all patrol ships in the area.
Well, that's that, Pat. We know where they are, and within a few hours we'll be there, and our job will just begin.
You were right, Jane. There's no doubt about it. This is a mirror. It could only have been made by Dantro and Pat.
But what would they do with a mirror? Why would they go to all that trouble?
You gave the answer yourself when you first saw it.
You mean about it being a signal?
Sure. Don't you remember back on Earth how we used to take a mirror in the sun and reflect the light?
You mean that Dantro and Pat used it to send some kind of signal out into space?
I'll bet that's what they did. And after all, this sun's really bright, and I'll bet their reflection can be spotted from a long distance off.
Maybe if it helped them, it would work for us.
Find out. There's nothing else we can do. Give me a hand with it. We'll give it a try.
How are we going to do it?
Just keep moving it up and down. That way the light won't be steady. If there's anyone around, they may notice it more quickly.
All right, let's go.
Don't know what this solar system's coming to. It's got so's a man can't be by himself even 20 million miles from the closest planet. All that fuss about a couple of silly kids. Certainly was glad when that League Patrol took those two off my hands. Now maybe I can get back to prospecting. Had me so nervous I couldn't remember what I was doing. Must have missed a lot of those asteroids. Well, I'll just keep going back this way and see if there are any I didn't check.
Let's not stop. As long as we're doing something, it keeps me from thinking too much about where we are.
I know how you feel, Jane. Wish I could tell you not to worry. But we both know this is a bad spot.
We've been in tough spots before. Remember the time Marston had us?
It was just about here that I spotted that signal from them two. Over in that direction. Hey, now I'm really imagining things. Could have sworn I saw some signal again. I guess I just can't get them two out of my mind. They certainly gave me a lot of trouble. It's funny. There it goes again. Not taking any chances this time. I'm going to get away fast. It would be my luck to pick up two more just like them.
Jane, it's awfully hard to tell looking into the sun. But do you see something that looks like a blast exhaust?
Where?
Over toward that sector.
Wait. Billy, I think you're right. But it's hard to tell.
Keep signaling. If it's really a ship...
Oh, Billy, I hate to get my hopes too high, but... Oh, won't it be wonderful if it really is?
Don't know what's happening to me. Must be getting soft or something. Can't help wondering if there really is somebody back in that asteroid. Seems impossible, but it happened once. It could happen again. I never did find those two kids. I wonder if it can be them. That would be a pretty lonesome place for two kids.
Rox thinks he's seeing things again. What will he do? Or rather, what won't he do? We'll be back in a moment. So, level off. When we left Billy and Jane on the lonely asteroid, they were using a reflector to try to signal for help. Rox, the prospector, thought he saw a signal and was debating with himself as to what to do about it. In the meantime, Dantro and Pat are pursuing the Planeteer in company with 40 League spaceships and setting a plan to rescue the kids who they think are being held captive by the space pirates, Slick and Blackie.
Dantro, what do we do now?
I think I'd better try to contact them before we do anything.
Won't that just warn them in advance?
Yes, it will, Pat, but I want to try to bargain with them.
Do you think you can bargain with those two crooks?
With the kids' safety at stake, I'll do anything within reason.
Blackie, you're a fool. I don't know why I don't kick you out into space right now.
Oh, gosh, Slick, I didn't mean any harm. I just wanted to try the controls for a minute.
Blackie, I told you 50 times you leave running this ship to me. You're no pilot.
How was I to know that I jammed the controls?
If you'd listened to me and kept your big greasy hands off, nothing would have happened. I ought to jam this wrench down your throat.
We were right, Jane. It was a ship, and it's coming in for a landing.
We're so lucky, I'm afraid to believe it. Billy.
What?
Something just occurred to me.
What?
Do you have your blaster?
Oh, I dropped it in a crack when I slipped and fell on the dark side.
Listen, we've been assuming that this ship is friendly. Suppose it isn't.
Gosh, I never thought of that. You mean maybe it's space pirates?
After all, Slick and Blackie said that they knew where this asteroid was because they had used it for a hideout lots of times. Maybe this is some of their bunch coming back to look around or hide out again.
You're right, Jane. Besides, that ship is certainly strange looking.
Maybe we ought to hide or something.
No, they know we're here. They must have seen our signal. It's no good hiding. Besides, even a pirate ship will be better than this asteroid. We couldn't stay here more than a few hours now. Tanks on these suits are getting low.
I wish you had your blaster.
It's too late to worry about that. I'll just pick up this rock.
A rock?
It's better than nothing. I'll slide it behind me. Maybe it'll come in handy.
What are you doing now, Dantro?
I'm going to get in as close as I can to the Planeteer before they spot us.
Do you think they'll fire on us?
No, I've a hunch they're waiting for someone. They can't identify our ship at this distance. When they contact us, I'll try to make a deal with them.
I'll bet that's them now.
We'll see.
Planeteer calling spaceship. Identify yourself or we'll fire.
This is the League patrol ship, Cosmos. Hold your fire. We wish to talk to you.
We got nothing to say to any League patrol. I'll give you 1 minute to head back out to space where there'll be nothing left but atom dust, and you know we can do it, too.
This is Planet Man, Slick. Where are Billy and Jane?
Planet Man, are you kidding?
This is not the time to kid, Slick. Where are Billy and Jane?
Stay where you are. Just a minute. I'll contact you again.
Do you think the kids are all right?
We'll find out in a minute.
Is it really the Planet Man, Slick?
Must be. Wouldn't be no point in him saying it was if it wasn't.
Well, what can we do now?
Just sit tight. We've got enough to hold off half the League patrol. We can outrange any weapon in the fleet before they can get close enough to do any harm. We can blast them or burn them right out of space. Besides, he still thinks we got those kids aboard, and he ain't going to give it to us here until he's sure we haven't. And I'm not going to let him find out we haven't.
Well, you think you can keep him from getting wise?
I can keep him from being sure. That's all I've got to do. He won't dare take a chance of killing him.
Besides, even if he decided to try, it wouldn't do him any good. We'd get him first.
Slick and Blackie are in a tough spot. What will they do? Will Dantro be able to outguess these two space pirates? We'll be back in a moment, but first, here is a message the Planet Man wants you to hear. Tune in again for more transcribed thrills and adventures. Rocket millions of light years into space with Dantro, the Planet Man. The Planet Man.